In this video, we have a look at the activity Maximise. You'll find the worksheet for this activity on the You Do the Maths website. Just click on the menu header for Teachers. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel when you've finished watching this video. This activity introduces basic concepts of probability whilst practicing numeracy skills. The teacher reads out a series of random one-digit numbers, and that's why we've got a calculator displayed on the right-hand side of the screen, while students record their numbers in the tables shown on the left-hand side. The rules are that students must fill up each row starting from the top before moving to the next row. The teacher will call out a number. Students place this digit in a box before the next number is called. Once the top 6 rows are completed, students add up their scores and place the total in the last row. The winner or winners is the student or students with the highest score. Let's have a look at the game in action so we can see actually how the probability concepts and numeracy come into play. There's only one box in the top row, so whatever number is generated we have to place it there. The random number generated is a 1, so that goes in the top box. We now move on to the next row. We need to decide where this 7 that's been generated is best placed, so we'll place it in the tens column, thinking that the probability of a smaller number is high, and we'll place that in the units column. In this case, we've been proven correct, and we put a 5 in the units column. The next random number generated is a 6, so we'll sort of place that in the middle on the basis we could get a larger number, we could get a smaller number. The smaller number 3 we place in the units column, and the final digit is an 8, so we have got lucky, and we'll put the 8 in the 100s column. The first number generated in the next row is a 2, and given it's a small number, we'll place that in the units column. We then get a 5, which could go in either of the middle columns, but we place it in the 100s column, and we're proven to be lucky because the next number out is a 2, which goes in the tens column. Unfortunately, the last digit for this row is a 4, and that goes in the 1000s column. For the next row, we get a 4 first up. We'll place that in the tens column, based on the fact that it's slightly under halfway. We then get a 7, which we'll place in the thousands column. And then we get a 2, that's a smaller number than 4, so we'll place that in the units column. We then get another 7, we'll place that in the middle, hoping for a larger number in the last column. And we get a 3, unfortunately, the 10,000 spot. In the last row, we get an 8. Let's put it in the 10,000s, hoping maybe for a 9 later on. We then get a 3, which is a smaller number. We'll put that in the tens column. We get another 8. We'll take a risk and put it in the 1000s column. We then get a 4, which we'll place in between the 8 and the 3. We then get a 2, which we'll place in the units column. And we have proven to be very lucky. We get a 9, which we'll place in the 100,000s column. Now what happens is we have a series of numbers which we do add up to achieve a maximum total score if possible. So we've got 1 plus 75 plus 863 plus 4,522, etc. Now when we add these numbers up, we place our total in the boxes in the very last row. It would also be a good idea for students to have to write down their number in words below the last row of boxes, as many students struggle with place values in larger numbers. We can see here that the resulting total from all of our numbers when adding up is 1,031,635. At this point, students can compare their scores with others in the class to see who achieved the maximum. Now we've gone through that quite quickly. When doing this in class, you need to make sure that you pause between each of the numbers and make sure that students have written down their number before the next one is called out. Thanks again for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can see the other lessons and activities we have on offer at You Do the Maths.